Silica Gel. What was I supposed to be reviewing again? There is an odd thing many of us tend to do when we purchase a premium product such as the Galaxy S4, and that's to collect third-rate, cheap and tacky accessories. Well, let me tell you, the Jison Fashion Flip Case is quite the opposite, certainly in quality anyway, and price-wise it's not too bad. Even the box the case comes in is an event in itself, with its transparent windows and a little flap to push the box open like a door. And you just know a product has been well looked after when it ships with Silica Gel. If history has told me anything, it's that only the best things in life come with Silica Gel. Anyway, onto the Fashion Flip Case itself. This is a 100% handmade flip case protective cover for the Galaxy S4 made from premium leatherette. It's available in the sky blue you see here, black, white, rose and orange. It's impossible to review this case without praising the overall quality of the design, stitching, patterns and general feel of the material. Fashionably speaking, Jison have certainly hit the mark with this case. Not only that, but the case is sturdy with internal lining for shockproof. Despite it being handmade, you can feel pretty confident that this case is built to both last and impress. The phone, with a little bit of effort, slots into the case comfortably with zero chance of it falling out. However, if you look closely, you may notice the edges of the phone not lining up quite exactly with the case. I can see the silver trim on the phone on one side but not the other. I guess this might be a result of the case being handmade and not having perfect symmetry. Now, I have complained many times before about the power and volume buttons on the Galaxy S4, and although this case doesn't cover them, the thick contours of the case actually channel your fingers to the buttons quite nicely. With this being a flip case, the whole premise is that when you flip the case open, the phone automatically unlocks itself. On the front of the case there is a magnetic seal, which ensures the flap doesn't open accidentally. Also, in case you were wondering, if you do have security on your phone, opening a case does not unlock the phone. So certainly the Jison Fashion Flip Case does deliver fashion. However, what it doesn't deliver is logic or practicality. First of all, the flip case covers the front of the screen so you can't see the notification LED. Secondly, this flip case is effectively a straitjacket for the phone because it's very difficult to open with a single hand. As a result, the phone as an object becomes cumbersome to handle and use. It's not an agile device to begin with, and this case makes it worse. Thirdly, the flap is a complete nuisance once you're using the phone. If you leave it hanging like this, it just looks ridiculous. The obvious solution is to flip it around the back of the phone, which it is designed to do, but when you do that, you have to hold two different shapes between your finger and the palm of your hands. Fourthly, this joining seam between the case and the flap is an irritant too, because it can cause the phone to do this in your hands. It means you have to put a lot more effort just into holding the phone correctly. Fifthly, the flap obscures the camera lens, so you have to move it out of the way all the time. And sixthly, although there is a magnetic seal on the front of the case, there isn't one on the back of the case, so again that flap is going to roam wild and free. And finally, or seventhly, the case is quite thick and the hole around the headphone socket is quite small. So if you have anything but the smallest headphone sockets, I'm afraid it's simply not going to fit. So I'm afraid the Jison Fashion Flip Case sums itself up. It flatters to deceive. While it looks stylish, is expertly made and will certainly protect your phone, it handicaps a phone and would be a nightmare to use on a day-to-day basis. This case does come with a screen protector and at the time of this video is priced at $34.99, around £22. It's a big price to pay in more ways than one. What do you think of the case? Share your opinions, thanks for watching and I'll see you again soon in more accessory reviews.